I recently went snowboarding, and it brought, all this whole experience of trying to learn something new in a very short period of time. It just gave me this analogy of an achievement. And whatever you're trying to get in life, it was very similar. And I just thought it's worth sharing the story because that was very profound. I found a lot of things that were similar in my chase of the goals, but the difference between when I was doing snowboarding was that it just happened a lot faster. So when you try to learn something new, you fail, and that's exactly what happened. So I was super excited. Let's go, let's try. It's amazing. So I've learned a little bit how to snowboard at super low speed. And then, so what happened and when the speed increased a little bit, I started to fall and those are small falls. They're not big ones. I'm not discouraged. I'm like, sure, let's go and do it. And let's go and get up on the bigger hill and bigger slope. And then let's try it out. So we tried, and then I gained some more speed, and then I fell, and it was painful. It was really painful because the speed is much higher. The fall is much faster, and then it is really painful. But I'm like, that's not a big deal. And I go try again, and then so I did tens of times, many times. But then what happens is I go in a bigger hill, like a really big hill, and then I gain a lot of speed. It feels amazing, and then I fall, and then I do the 360 degrees turn in the air, and then I really hit myself really hard, and then I hit the ground hard. I'm like, oh shit, that sucks. And I'm like, oh wow, I could actually hurt myself. And then after that, I get fear. Like, I'm really fearful now. Like, after that, the second half of the slope is difficult for me because now I know what I can expect. Now I know that shit, it's going to be really bad. And like, who knows what can happen, right? Nobody wants to die on the slope. So, and the speed is really high. So, and then how you overcome that is really critical, because it's very easy to start thinking about, oh, I'm going to fail, or where am I going to fall? And then so whenever I was trying to snowboard, and then I was thinking where I'm going to fail or where I'm going to fall, I fell very quickly, because that's where I was concentrated. I had my thought on the fall, not on where I need to go. Same exact thing that happens in our real life, where when you try again and things maybe don't work out, then you fail big, then it's scary. It's truly scary. If you maybe had your business and then you failed in your business, maybe failed at your job, maybe you got fired, and then you're truly scared. Now you have a certain belief, possibly like, oh, I believe if I do this, then I will get hurt really badly. And then we never try again. And then in those moments when we have really a lot of doubt, when we really think it's not going to work, we have to take action anyway. And admittedly, I, through fear, said, you know what, I'm going to do another run, and I'm going to try another slope. Sure, fell another couple of times, but I've learned a lot more, and I got a lot better very quickly. Now I didn't get perfect, and I still have a lot to learn, but I did learn that you can get really good results if you just persevere and then try to not let that fear occupy your brain. So really cool analogy, and I thought, guys, it's worth sharing because that's what happens in real life. That's what I could relate back to my experiences before. It gets really difficult. Then we try to give up. Sometimes we do, but then if we actually take action despite of the fear, we can reap all the benefits. And the analogy that I wanted to bring to you guys is that I was watching Will Smith. He was doing an interview, and he was talking about when he was doing skydiving, and he said, when you're doing skydiving, you're terrified. Why would you do that? It's like you can literally die. And then he says, right after I jumped from the plane, the first few seconds, you realize that there's no fear. It's a total bliss. And then he says that the God intentionally put all the best things behind that massive wall of fear, that you have to overcome, and then get there, and then you see that things are actually not as fearful as we think they are, but then you get a tremendous pleasure from actually having it. So I thought that's just an amazing analogy. So I think you guys will find it helpful. And yeah, this is just a cool analogy that I wanted to share. Until the next time.